Hi everyone. I'm doing a what sold video for playing catch up for the month of July. I'm not gonna do June. June's one right now. Because that's a lot of work. um, yeah, I haven't done a video in over a month. Well, I did one earlier this week, but I haven't done a what sold video in over a month. And I don't know why. I just haven't been into it. Plus just takes a lot of time to do these, and I don't know. Just I don't know. Just haven't felt like doing it. So anyway, part of me lately saying, well, maybe it's time to do videos again. So here I am. So this is a what sold video, and so I'm going to share about what sold. This one is what sold on eBay. Now, I didn't put everything I sold in the month of July, just certain ones I thought that might be interesting. There are have a little story to it or not, or whatever. I'm going to probably do another one of what I sold at Mercari and Etsy. Oh my gosh, yes, I did sold something on Posh. Hang on, folks. It's a miracle. Um, um, I have a love and hate relationship with Poshmark um, there and stuff. So anyway, so we'll start with this. Okay, I bought these St. John's shoes at Goodwill and I spent $9.99. When it comes to St. John, I will pay the Goodwill full price for them because I know I'll get my money back and some on any of their stuff, maybe a skirt, dress, whatever, tops, jackets, shoes, whatever. So I picked these up. I listed them up in March. They sold on the 3rd of July, and I took a best offer of $28 for them. Now the shoes, they take a long time to sell on the St. John's, I noticed. Now with these, they had wear on the bottoms, but I mean, what I did was used, I think it's Quickie, can't remember the name of it. It's stuff that you can use, you can buy at Walmart that you can use to put on the soles of them. Because the soles were pretty, look pretty terrible. So I just put that stuff on. I also disclosed in the listing that I did that. As you can see here where it says pre-owned here, I applied the bottom soles with Quickie heel and edge touch up. And someone actually bought them. So great. I'm glad they're gone. I come to, with these little pointed toes that come to Witchy Poo shoes here. So anyway, I'm glad that they sold and that they're gone. It just takes a long time for St. John's shoes to sell for me. But other stuff, they sell pretty quickly. This just takes a while. Okay, next item is this Art House men's Hawaiian shirt. I got this at a yard sale for, I think, a quarter. And I sold it once before, and then the person returned it because apparently it didn't fit. So I sold it again, and it sold pretty quickly. I don't know the deal with Art House. I don't have idea who originally sells it in the first place. Which store, anything like that. All I know, it sells quickly, and this is a 4X. So okay, and I sold it for $13.99. That was a happy sale, and didn't take long to sell at all. I think probably within a week or two. Okay, this jacket I got at Goodwill for $1, and I had it listed up in February and sold on the 2nd of July. This brand itself does fairly good, but for some odd reason it didn't do as good as I was hoping. No watchers, no nothing. I don't know what the deal is. Anyway, someone offered $15 for it, and I took it. So I'm glad it's gone. Okay, next item. I sold another Beanie Baby. This is Tabs. So I sold it for $9.99. I listed Tabs up in March, and it sold on July 2nd. And I basically I bought them in a plush lot where I bought a whole bunch of them that filled up the trunk of my car, and 58 of them were these Beanie Baby cats, different ones, and I sold it for $9.99. Basically, I had 29 cents into them and stuff. So they're selling slowly now, but yeah, they're selling, and I list them all. Okay, I sold these Catherine Right Fit pants, jeans here, and I got them for $1 at Goodwill. And I made an offer to a watcher for $13.49, and they accepted it. I had them, let's see here, I listed them up in June. They sold on the 3rd of July, so they sold fairly quickly here. And yeah, these Catherine's Right Fits, they do pretty good. I always will pick up Catherine's. Well, pretty easy. Got them at Goodwill for $1, so pretty good. Now I picked up this little DVD video. They're at a estate sale, and it was given to me free. So I sold it for $9.99 free shipping. I was expecting it to take a while. I listed it up in June. They sold in July, so within a month. So religion does sell. There, so it's sold, and so it's actually still sealed too. So that was probably a big plus there. Okay, the next item is my husband. He sells men's shirts, and Hawaiian shirts and stuff like that. And he about maybe a month and a half ago or so, he ended up buying someone else's inventory. You could say death pile. They they apparently back in 2015 they were a reseller, and they bought a whole bunch of Hawaiian print shirts, men's shirts and stuff. That's probably why we couldn't find so much at the time, is maybe because they were buying them all up. Anyway, they had like a storage unit, and they had a whole bunch, and he ended up buying over 600. Yes, you heard that right. 600 men's shirts, mostly Hawaiian, and like Tommy Bahama, Tory Richard, all those brands there, and he spent about $800, but that was it. Yeah, he spent 800, 600 plus. He filled up the whole car. I mean, the trunk, the back seat, the passenger seat, all piled up. Before he left, he asked me, well, he said they have them all in boxes, but what if all the boxes don't fit, fit in the car? I said, well, take all the clothes out of the boxes and shove as much as you can in the car. You only just need the driver's seat. That's it. You fill up the rest of the car. And these shirts, they all fit. And it was 600 plus of them. And so and it filled up when we dragged them in, it filled up my living room. And I live in a small apartment, and where I'm just like, I've never seen so many Hawaiian print shirts in my freaking life. Um, and we processed through them, kind of, and looked through each one and stuff. And so he picked all the high end ones and listed it up on eBay, and he gave me the lower end stuff. So here's one of the lower end stuff, and I will share with you all the ones that I've sold in the videos and stuff like that. So this one's a Monte Carlo. I knew nothing about this. I did a little research. There wasn't too much and stuff. So anyway, I put it up for $13.99, and I listed it up in June. It sold on the 5th of July, and very nice shirt. And so is happy it was sold here. Okay, next item I sold here is a Pioneer Compact Disc lot. I got these at a estate sale last August, and basically I paid 38 cents for all 7 of them. and I was able to sell them for $39.99 there. So that was a good little flip. It was an estate sale. I was able to get quite a few things for really dirt cheap that I sold very well from. I ended up getting 4-track tapes from them that's done fairly okay. I still have a couple left, but yeah. So this was a good sale. Um, let's see. Yeah, and they all worked. Pretty much great condition and stuff like that. So I'm happy that the person is happy to receive them, and all is well with that sale. Okay, next item. Oh, come on, wake up. Okay, here we go. Now I got this at a estate sale for free. It was sealed, and I listed up, and it didn't take very long at all for the sale. I thought it might sit for a while, but I know nothing about software as far as how long it'll take to sell or anything like that. I just remember hearing people talk about selling them. So anyway, it was still sealed, and the first time it sold, somebody from France bought it. Then they messaged me real quick and realized that it was coming from the U.S. and they didn't want to pay the price for having it shipped. So they asked me to cancel the order, and I did. And then a little while later, a couple of weeks later, someone bought it. It was a computer shop that bought it, and so they're happy and good sale. You know, not bad for free. So yeah, so I'm gonna keep my eyes out for software. Alrighty. All right. I got this men's cologne at a estate sale. Um, Basically, I bought some cologne and some jewelry from the costume jewelry there, and basically everything came out like 96 cents per item. Um, they asked, I asked what was the deal of the day. They said if I make a bundle of stuff, that they would give me a great deal. And I did, and they gave me a bundle, and one lady said 49, and I said, well, they said that make a bundle, they make me a deal, and then they cut down the price to 25 bucks. So here's one of them. So this basically paid for the whole bundle. So I'm very happy, and this didn't take long at all. I've had another person who inquired about it prior, and but this other guy bought it that night. So anyway, I listed up on the 3rd of July. It sold on the 5th. So yeah, it sold quickly, and it smells actually pretty good. So yeah, so I'm happy. Okay, next item. And I love selling perfume. Okay, so this one came from a CD lot that I got from a friend, like over 300 blue CDs. So here's one of them I listed up, and it was signed. Sold for $9.99. It took a little while to sell. I had it listed up last August and sold on the 6th of July. So it took a long time to sell, and it had the signature. So anyway, they're happy. I'm happy, and it's gone. So, yay. Okay, next item. Okay, this came from I bought a lot of vintage perfumes on Macari. A few months ago, I started selling on Macari, and I thought, well, the pandemic hit, and I'm like, how am I going to find anything? So I thought, well, I might try Macari and see what they got on there. So, and I always like selling perfumes there, and this lady had a lot of little perfumes, and basically, I think I have 45 cents into this one, and it did sell for $24.99 and free shipping. And I listed up on the 6th. It sold on the 8th of July, so it took 2 days for it to sell. So it went pretty quickly. And I'm pretty happy that it sold as quickly as it did. Basically, this ball, I sold another ball of perfume prior to this for $17, but it was mailed out during the rioting, and it got lost. Never made it to the person, so that kind of bummed me out. Basically, that bottle would have paid for everything, but I ended up giving her a refund because I felt really bad about that. So anyway, this one basically paid for the whole lot. I think I only paid like $14 or something like that. So I'm already going into the plus already, and I still have more that I think I loaded some all up. I think I got there's maybe 1 or 2 listings left, a little lots of them. So okay, next item we have here Avenue Best. Let's see here. Look at my paper. It's just, Avenue does fairly okay with me. And I got this at the Goodwill for $1. And let me see, just yeah, I think I took a best offer for $13.99 on this, but I can't remember and I don't see it on my paper. It's here somewhere. Anyway, it's sold. They're happy. I'm happy. It's gone. So, and it took a little while to sell, maybe about a month or so, maybe 2 months to sell, but it did sell. Okay, next item is this Liz Claiborne skirt. I always do well in the Liz Claiborne. It seems to sell and sells okay. I got it for Goodwill for $1. I listed it up in May. It sold on the 9th of July. So very nice skirt, very nice. Okay, next item. All right, I sold this lot of CDs for $9.99. They came from the Blues lot there, and so I test the CDs out to make sure they sound good, or actually you can hear them. And I have like a little old Sony Walkman that I bought way back when in the early '90s, and it's and I use that to test there and stuff. So yeah, I was rocking out to these blue CDs. Sounds pretty good. So I'm glad they sold. Yeah. And this one I listed up back in September, so it took a while to sell. It sold on July 9th. Okay, next item we got is a Ralph Lauren shirt. I got it at Goodwill for $1. Sold it for $13.99. Didn't take too long, I don't think. Now, yeah, Ralph Lauren does own Chaps. And so it does fairly, based off of that. So I make sure, I have the title there. And I've never had any problem selling Chaps at all. Actually, I listed it up in May. It sold on the 10th of July. So it didn't take too long. Okay. Now this came out of my husband's shirt lot, or shirt deal there. And it's an In-N-Out burger shirt. I believe it to be vintage. And so basically I sold it. I actually sent out an offer. I had a watcher, and I sent out a watcher an offer to him, and I sold it for $18.49. And so it's really nice, made out of silk, I believe, and just a nice little shirt. And I believe it, like I said, it's vintage, and even on the sleeve it says In-N-Out. In-N-Out burger. I don't here in California, Southern California, everybody loves going out In-N-Out burger and stuff. So, pretty good sale. Okay, and then I sold this is another shirt that came from the lot shirts that my husband got, and it's a Tommy Bahama women's shirt, and and I sent out an offer for $19.49, and it's sold. I listed up in June, and it sold on the 12th of January. So it sold pretty quickly. Very nice, made out of silk. Nice shirt there. So very good. All right, next item. All right, Herb Albert Tijuana Brass. Okay, I got this at a estate sale, and I spent $1 on it. I won't buy these anymore. Um, there. So anyway, I sold it. Someone gave me an offer of $7, and I took it. I had this listed up since April of 2019. So it was well over a year that I had listed up. And so I'm glad that it's finally, it's sold. I mean, the records are in great condition, but there's, a little yellowing here and stuff. But I made sure that was disclosed and stuff. So anyway, they went to Alaska, so I hope they enjoy it. I am glad I am not going to sell these type record sets anymore. If I can avoid it, I will. Okay. All right. A friend of mine got a bunch of these vintage mobile NFL glasses, and he wasn't able to sell them. He had them for a long time, and they just weren't moving. So, and I remember when he got them, it's like I wanted them. I wanted them so I can sell them, and he wasn't willing to sell them to me, but eventually he ended up giving them for free. He says, every time you sell a glass, take me out for lunch from the profits. I said, okay. So that's the deal. So, anywho, this one sold, and I sold it for $9.99. So one down, and well, maybe was there 10, 12 of them more to go. So anyway, um, so I hope they like it. I hope it made it safely there. So anyway, it didn't take that long to, it wasn't hard for me to list. It didn't take too long. I listed them up in June and sold on the 12th of July. So it didn't take too long. It took about maybe 2.5 weeks to sell. So pretty good. Alrighty. Okay, a Tommy Bahama dress I got at Goodwill for $1. And see here, this dress, I think I made an offer. Yeah, I made an offer for $19.49, and they took it. And I listed it up in June. It sold on the 13th of July. So very nice dress. Somebody made an offer for $5 before this one person bought it, and I said, no, I want more. And so I'm glad I hold out on this, and nice dress there. For those who, for those, if you watch, if you're watching some of my items and you're interested, I'll make it, I'll send you an offer, and there, because that's where most of my sales are coming from, is me making offers to watchers. Ever since eBay started that, I've been doing fairly well with that there and stuff. Most of my stuff have offers where people can make me an offer, but I don't get that too often. So it's mostly going the other way, which I really like it. And I do send out offers every day, and stuff. So it's working for me. Okay, next item is another shirt from my husband's shirt haul there, and it's Big Dogs. It's Big Dogs is I think the company is Santa Barbara makes these here in California, and we always like we like their shirts. They're pretty cool. You can always find dogs on them, and we're dog lovers and stuff. So, this one is it's a 5X, and I listed it up in May, and took a best offer of $20. So that one went good, and this one's pretty cool. It's got little cocktail drink recipes to them. Neat shirt. So we will always pick up Big Dogs. Oh, my brows are sticking. Don't stick. Whoa. Be good. So anyway, so happy with that sale. All right, let's see. Be nice to me. Don't do all that. Okay. Next item is uh-oh. Well, maybe bear with me. Okay, here we go. All right. We went to this one estate sale. We didn't get much from there. And right around the corner was a guy that was selling a whole bunch of records. I mean, I was in love. I was like reliving my childhood again. I had so many records and stuff, and I wish I had, had more money and stuff because, I mean, but he was selling a lot of these records really high and stuff, and I wasn't willing to pay the price because I didn't know if I was gonna make my money back and stuff, and I didn't want to sit there and scan, look at each one and research each one there. So I asked him, "What's your cheapo pile?" And he showed me the cheapo pile. So I got probably about, I don't know, 15, 20 records. Basically, I paid like $1.30 for them, and a lot of them I got the like the soundtracks. I seem to do pretty okay with soundtrack records and selling them. So anyway, like I said, I have $1.30 into this, and I listened to this Star Trek one. Now I'm a Trekian fan. I love Star Trek, and I listed it up on July 4th, and it sold on the 13th. And I sent an offer out to a watcher for $12.49. They accepted it. This one's kind of, it's pretty cool. It's got the little poster in it and stuff, and so it's just, really nice. The records, uh, seem to be very good condition. Um, Most of these records, there's dot, this little dot area. Usually there'd be a little wear around, the card that you stick on the record player. These records, most of these records had no wear in that spot. And I go like, wow. I mean, they're, fairly great condition. Now, some I have on a pot stack when I was cleaning them and stuff, getting ready for photos. The stack fell over, so a couple little scuff marks on some of them. It's like, all right, we're not going to do that. That was a bonehead move. We're not going to do that again. There. So anyhow, I'm glad it's sold. I hope they're happy with it. And so, okay, next item. Liz Claiborne, Crazy Horse. Was from hubby's shirt lot. And let's see here. I listed it up in June. It sold on the 13th of July. And I sent out an offer for $10.49. They accepted it. So, nice shirt. And it's on its way. Or it's gone. I hope they like it. So happy sales. Okay, next item. All right. This okay, I personally think this is one of the most ungodly smelling stuff on the planet, but other people do not. They, every time Estee Lauder Youth do sells. Not always for a lot of money, but it's every time I put it up, it sells. Um, there so um I listed up on the 6th. It sold on the 13th of July. It came from my little Macari haul there. So basically, I had 45 cents into this. And I sent it on an offer for $19.49, and they accepted it. So goodbye. And as you can tell, it fits in the size of my hand. It's not that big. Um, so yeah. Yay. Made my money back, and now I'm in the profit. Yes. Okay, liquid gold. Okay. Swimsuit. I got at Goodwill for $1. And let's hear. Let me figure out how much. Did I take the best offer or not? I don't recall. I think I took a best offer for $11. And yeah, Newport News was a mail order clothing place. I remember back in the 90s, they really had some really nice stuff. And I was, lately I've been picking up the jeans and stuff, and they do pretty good with the jeans. And so I saw the swimsuit. I said, well, I'm going to give it a try and see how it goes. So this one did pretty good. There. So yeah, nice little swimsuit. I do well on swimsuits. They sell. Okay. Next item. I bought this at I think it's yard sale for $1. I think this is probably taking me a long time to sell because looking at the background, that's an old background. Let me see here in my notes. And actually, I think I got the price I actually asked for. Where is that? The units. I think I sold it. Yeah. Um, I know I need to be more organized, and I'm not. Okay, yeah, I did sell it for the full price of $13.99. Got it for $1. Um, paid $1 at Goodwill for it. So, and I had it, and I listed it up. Oh, actually, yeah, I've had it way over here. I had it listed up since April of 2019. So it's been up for a long time. It was in my bin to, every month I go through the old listings, and anything that's been up for a year or more, I put it in this toque, and so that I can go through it and either relist it or redonate it, and haven't got to the chance of going through that bin, so I'm glad it just stayed in there for as long as it did. It sold. So, yay. Okay. Next item. Another shirt from hubby's shirt haul. It's a Caribbean Joe. And seems like the Caribbean Joes no, wasn't them. Was it them? No, it wasn't them. I'm taking another brand. Never mind. Okay, I sent an offer out for $11.49. They accepted it. So it's out the door. And I listed it up in June and it sold on the 15th. So it sold within a month. Okay. Next item. Okay. These little cufflinks. I bought them in the estate sales where I bought that men's cologne. So basically I had 96 cents into it. This one, when I was taking the pictures, I didn't realize that this little foot, this little part of the thing was slightly bent there at all. I didn't realize that. But I was able to bend it back. Uh, Here's a suggestion. If you're going to get into jewelry, learn how to fix jewelry. A lot of people get, put a lot of jewelry in jewelry lots, broken and stuff, and they don't know how to fix it. Well, I took a jewelry class at the senior center. It was a free class, and it was a jewelry design class. So I asked the lady, can you teach me how to fix jewelry? She said, yeah, join the class and you'll learn how to make it and fix it. So I've been learning how to make jewelry, and now I know how to fix it. And so I'll buy some jewelry lots every now and then, and for the broken jewelry, because I can fix it. So this was a little minor fix, but I didn't even notice until after when I was starting to list it. It's like, oops, well, easy fix there. So anyway, this is anytime you see this patent, is this off this Charles Oops. I think that's how you say the last name. I don't know. I'm terrible at that. It's his own patent. There, I don't think researching him out. He made jewelry back in the '60s, I believe, and he just he was he didn't work for any particular company. He was just worked for himself. So anyway, I searched all over online looking for a San Francisco Bridge cufflinks and none. So anyway, I listed them up, and they sold very quickly, which really surprised me. I listed them up for $19.99. Somebody watched them. I sent an offer for $18.49. They took it. It sold within the next day of listing. It went quick. So I guess what? Now I'm into the cufflink. I'm being into the cufflink business. Yes, and I've already been buying cufflinks on Mercari. Lots of them to turn around and flip. So we'll see how those go. I've been successful in selling men's jewelry. It seems to go fairly quickly. It doesn't last long for me, which is really good because the other stuff lasts a long time. But for some odd reason, men's jewelry pieces seem to do pretty good. So this is one of them. So I'm happy with this sale. Not bad. I only had 96 cents into it there. So, okay. All right. I got this dress at Goodwill for $1, and it sold for $16.99. I listed it up in June. It sold in July, so it didn't last. It didn't take very long at all to sell. Okay, next item. These Maurice's jeans. I find I had these listed up in January, and it sold on the 17th of July. Maurice's seemed to take a while for me to sell. They had the distressing there, so I took pictures of that there and stuff. But they just seemed to take a while. And I took someone made me an offer at $12.99, and I took it. So anyway, I'm glad they're gone. I hope they enjoyed them and stuff. So next item, the Steve Madden shoes. This is an old picture. I was trying to, put a nice background to it and stuff like that. And I had them listed up since February of 2019. And I was gonna pull them, but the pandemic thing hit. I got sidetracked off to something else. Anyway, someone made me an offer of $8.50, and I took them. So I mean, they're very nice shoes. I mean, too bad they didn't fit on my feet. But yeah, they're very, they're like new practically. So very, very good, nice, sharp looking shoe. I was surprised it took as long as they did. So anyway, I'm glad they're gone. I hope they enjoy them and all is well. Okay, I sold this Paul Rogers CD. Um, it didn't take long. I don't think I listed up. Um, I think it took a couple days for it to sell. So and it's sold for $9.99. And it was part of the blue CD lot that I got. So yeah, I was surprised it sold quickly. Okay, next item. All right, sold this perfume. It came from the perfume lot haul. It came from the estate sale. Basically, had 96 cents into this, and I think I made an offer to them for $22.49, and they accepted it. So, yeah, it's a vintage one. Now, the non-vintage Sierra doesn't do as good, I don't think. So, but since I thought I wasn't gonna pick this up and go like, oh, Sierra, no, but it's new. But then when I got home and started looking at the bottle, and realized this is an old bottle. This is older, and there. So I said, oh well, maybe. And then I noticed the older one is worth more than the newer one. Maybe because it's more it's a concentrated, or something like that. So anyway, um, so I'm glad it sold. Got my money back and stuff like that. So that, and I still got more perfume to list there too. So yeah. Anywho, that's it of what I sold on eBay for July of interest. I sold a lot more other stuff too, a lot of little stuff, but I figured these were more story worthy or whatever. There, I will, like I said, I'll do another video down the road of the Etsy sales and the Bakari and Posh there, there and stuff. So, but if you like this video, thumbs up. If you don't, go ahead, throw a thumbs down, whatever. If you got any questions, please ask. Go ahead. I'll answer you once I don't always on my account so often to see if anybody, message me, but when I do, I will answer back as quickly as I can. There. So, anywho, I guess I'm back, doing this stuff again. We'll see how long I last. I'm up and down with stuff. A lot of times I get so busy. I work. I'm not a full time reseller. I'm less than part time, but it takes up a lot of time. Reselling. I don't care what anybody says. It takes a lot of time for me to list stuff. Research takes a long time. There for me, taking pictures and because I want to do a good job. There, I don't want to do things half-assed. So I put a lot more effort into it, into this than most people, and that's okay because it makes me feel good to do it. Oh, I enjoy doing this, and sometimes, when I'm having low days, I have a hard time listing. But I try to, on the days I feel low, I said, just make sure, my goal is at least list 3 things on my low days. And on my days when I feel really good, then list more, but the goal is to do at least 3, you know, and I find that doable. I can do that on my low days. There's times that I suffer from anxiety and depression problems, and so not every day I can do 10, 20 items or 50 or whatever. I envy those people that can do that stuff, but I can. I just working within my limits, and stuff. And if 3 is the best that I can do, then that's fine. I'm okay with that. And but some days I may not list at all, but those days I may be measuring clothing or cleaning stuff to prep, there or taking photos that day. I try to do something almost every day, but there's maybe a couple days that I just don't do anything, and that's okay. Those are my days off. And but usually I do a lot of work in the afternoons on eBay, doing this stuff. While in the morning times I take care of the home front. um, yeah, in the afternoons I don't get too much distractions, as I do in the mornings and stuff. So anywho, I guess I'm gonna let you guys go. I think I've talked to you guys' ear long enough. So happy listings, happy sales, and I will see you again later. How to turn this thing off.